What up, what up, what up, everybody? It's the Dago, and we're live. How's everybody doing tonight? Good, I hope. Let's share this out and get everybody up on in here so we can get our night rolling. Just give me a few moments for everybody to do it, and give me a few moments for me to do it, everybody, and I'll be right with you. Let's see what we got going on here. Miss Brandy, Mr. David James, what's up, my people? How we doing tonight? Give me a moment, guys. I'm sharing this right now, and we'll get rolling. Damn, this phone. Let's do it. All right, we are live, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see everybody. Hope you guys all had a great rest of your day. Let's close the night out having some fun, you guys. Let's enjoy ourselves tonight. So, welcome, Mr. David, Miss Brandy. Give some time and get everybody up on in here and get moving. So, how's everybody tonight? How you guys doing tonight, or this morning, I should say, Mr. James? We cannot let that bully steal our dreams. Good to see everybody. For those of you in the back hanging out, not in the chat, welcome. Thank you very much. You're much appreciated. A second, guys. There we go. Going on tonight, Brandy? What are you up to, David? Good stuff. Good stuff. Maybe I need to go in here and do it this way. Oh, that's what happened. It was under my other Twitter name for some reason. Mr. Mickles, how are you, Terry? Miss Robin, welcome, sis. Yeah, I must not have flipped it over. Sorry, guys. I got two Twitters. Sometimes I have a tendency to not hit the thing and it rolls over. My apologies. All right. Here we go. Absolutely, my friend. How many more days you got before you're off again, David? Hey there, hi there, ho there. Ho where? Where's the ho? I know it's kind of late, guys. My apologies. I had my grandbaby and I had to put her to bed first, so priorities are priorities. Kind of late. Reggie might be going to bed. Popper's probably in bed. It's all good. So yeah, I'm sorry. It is a little bit late, but that was why. Ah, gotcha. That's a couple good days. So you'll get off Friday morning and you get all Saturday, and I got you. I'll give you a couple days to yourself. So what? Tomorrow night's your last night, and then I got okay. My wife pretty much has the same schedule, just day turn. I don't understand, Robin. Like you said you had central air, right? Because it doesn't seem like if you do, it doesn't seem like it's helping it at all. Which is not good.
Since joining website this month, I've already earned over $20, and that's just from getting gas.
Why?
I'm getting cash back.
I hate when this happens. Drives me nuts. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. What's up, sis? How you doing, Heather? A swamp cooler, okay. Could you maybe put a what's up, Strike? Like maybe an air conditioner in there too with that, like in a window? Would that help at all? Those swamp coolers, I mean, they're okay, but when it's hot like it is where you're at, that's not going to do the trick. I'll give it a few minutes for us. The rest of most of our regulars in here. I kind of figured that, Robin. Nomad, how are you, my dear? So as most everybody else in here already knows, I had made somewhat of a request to, and I'm saying this live for a reason, to pretty much block Kimberly from everything, because I tried to deal with it in a nice way. I tried to deal with her in a nice way, and she's not getting it. She doesn't want to see or hear it that way, and she refuses to stop putting other people's names in her mouth and making just being really offhanded and off the hook. So unfortunately, Popper has completely blocked her. I have done it. I will no longer have any kind of a contact with her whatsoever. Neither will he, nor Rachel. Which is why I had put the request in for you guys to do. I mean, you're going to do what you want to do, but I don't want any kind of a link to her with this community or anything. And I figured that was the best way to do it, so that she will just leave us all the fuck alone and move on with her life, because it's gotten to the point now where it's very almost psychotic. So What's up, brother? Mr. Popper. So yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Robin. I made my last ditch DM to her and told her how I felt, what it was, and I'm done. That's it. And she's blocked. That's it. I'm out. I'm done. I have nothing else to say, and I refuse to have another conversation with her about anything. So wait, what? You know, have you ugly ass? Brandy, laugh aloud. Draco Malfoy's fine. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Really? Damn. That ain't cool. That kind of sucks. Sorry to hear that. That's a rough thing to deal with. Oh, there she is. Ask and you shall receive. Hello, Miss Pam. How are you doing, my dear? Thanks for the info, Kareem. I like that, Bopper. What's up, everyone that said hey, and everyone else that don't like me. Yeah, I don't see a video about that, but I really honestly probably don't want to see it. So what's going on, Miss Pam? First of all, how are you feeling, my dear? Okay, but you're doing okay. That's the key. Oh, I don't know why I didn't open this up, you guys. My fault. Here we go. Here is my ugly self. Sorry. Oh, okay. All right, Kareem. Thanks. I'll have to go check it out. Um, you're doing good then, or no good, really? Did you figure out what the actual problem was, Pam? Like, did they come up with something, a real diagnosis, or are they still kind of hunting one down? Really been thinking about you a lot lately. God dang, what the F is that? What are you talking about? What are you looking at, dude? Or what are you talking about? Oh, shut the fuck up. You're an ass. You had me fucking like swirling around like, what are you looking at? Resi got me fucking paranoid from that shit before. Yeah, it's just a Dago, sorry. Here, maybe this will help a little bit. There I am. They're hunting one down. Okay. There. Give you guys a little more insight. No ghost around me. There ain't no ghost here. No ghost for me. Oh, well, at least we'll have to see. We'll have to wait until I do my live stream doing my my ghost investigation in my own home, guys. We'll see what happens with that. You'll be right here with me. So, it's going to be dark and late and scurry. Make sure you're ready, Popper. Have your guns loaded, so if you see any ghosts, you can shoot them here, okay? Yeah. So anyway. Yeah, I am definitely going to be doing that. I think here pretty soon, actually. Trying to make sure. I want to do it on a night that everybody's kind of like off the next day, because it's going to be a late one, I think. I may run that one till 2, 3 a.m. just to make sure I have the right, setting. And I want to make sure everybody in my house is asleep completely except for me. Completely. My mother-in-law has a tendency to be up. Shut up, Rezzy. My mother-in-law has a tendency to be up really late sometimes. It scares the shit out of me thinking she's sound asleep and she's not. So, I want to make sure. And I want to make sure, like I said, if I can possibly pull it off, that it's a night that, for those of you guys that are working, that there you go, see? Got the SIG ready. That if you guys are working, that you have either the day off or you don't have to get up early or something. Because I don't want to have anybody up late with me and then, Is that what your SIG looks like, Popper? Because it looks like a fucking Super Soaker. That picture does, and I know that ain't what you bought, so. Where did it go? Hold on a minute, guys. Be right back. All right. You're gonna go around the house knocking shit over and waking people up? No. Nope. It's gonna be dead silent in here. I'm probably gonna scare the shit out of myself. But I'll make sure that I hang up some sheets beforehand, and I'll set up some you'll be working. You don't know what day it is, but you'll be working. Truthfully, that's not too far off from the truth. That usually works that way anyway. I think Popper's saying he's scared. He doesn't want to do it. Super Soaker with holy water. Yeah, it ain't gonna be like that, you guys. Go to bed, Dad. Right. But yeah, that's how it's going to work. I'm going to make sure it's as quiet as possible. It's going to be dark as shit in here, other than my computer screen. And I may even dim that and shut the one monitor off. And kind of figure out how I'm going to do it with what equipment and stuff like that and see what happens. But that's about it. And then once it's over, whether it's it probably won't be the next morning, but maybe the next night, then we're going to go over if there's anything that popped up on the EVPs or the Um, I think I'm going to download a Ghostbox app finally, and you guys can do that one sitting here live with me. Well, Pam, it's ironic that you asked for that. Kimberly is no longer part of this community. There were some bad things that happened, um, and she started getting a certain way with a lot of people, and we couldn't do it anymore. So, absolutely, Mr. Popper, if you'd like to, you want to come up here and do it, or do you want to stay down there and do it? Whatever you want to do, sir. Yeah, I know. I just this morning I was asking for Pam and worried about Pam, and here's Pam. So gotta love how that works. Up here or down there, dude? Which way? Let me know. Here, I'll just do it this way and see whatever you do. Yeah, you absolutely can address that. It's okay, Pam. It's okay. And honestly, we have to thank David in a way for this happening the way it did, because we really didn't know some of the things were going on. So, and it just kind of opened up the door. Like, the scenario that went down with Pennywise, it was kind of like there was one final thing that kind of clipped the iceberg, and blew everything out of the top. So that's kind of how this went down too. But go ahead, Dan. Well, hello, Miss CC. Welcome, my dear. Wow, it's in the stream, Dan, whenever you're ready. All right. Oh, for God's sakes, dude, I can't take you anymore. I swear to God.
What's up?
Nothing. That's just too much. I can't do it anymore. I can't handle you. I swear to God.
I mean,
yeah, I know. Sense good reason why you're going to address the whole situation.
Yeah. So
I went in before you say anything. I went in and explained what I did, what you did to everybody in the group chat, the mod chat, and you can take it from there. Go for it.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna talk about that anyways, because like I don't want anybody to think that I'm telling them they have to block anybody, because I mean,
Right.
I'll be honest. There's a few people out there that I will no longer be associated with whatsoever. So yeah, and me and you've talked about that on the side.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the same way I said to you guys, I don't want to tell you guys what to do, and I definitely am not trying to. I'm just telling you that I don't want any type of a link to her anymore, as I'm pretty sure he doesn't either. I'm just done, completely done, and I don't want anything to do with her. I'm not saying that I won't have anything to do with you guys if you do, but I wanted to let you know that's how we're doing it with her. So there's that. Now, go ahead.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. There's certain people, anybody that wants to be cool with Isaac, I mean, by all means, be cool with Isaac. But I ain't gonna be cool with you. Same thing with Steve. Same thing with Flacco. I wouldn't say. Well, I would not say the same about Kimberly.
Well, no. I mean, yeah, I meant to say that's a little different than those three.
Yes, just myself. Like I'm washing my hands of it. Like I'm not gonna, if she ever comes back in here and wants to come on up on panel when I'm on panel, I will be dropping off.
Well, she can't, because I won't be here if she does that, so that won't work.
But I mean, most of you know the situation. Pam, I'm guessing probably doesn't, so I'll kind of just explain it a little bit. There was a couple times where she was having some issues. So I gave her, not a lot, a little bit of money. I think it totaled like $60. And then after that, well, I should say after the first time of me giving her $40, she just randomly sent me a Cash App request for money without talking to me first. Felt a little funny about that. I don't even remember. Don't even remember the story that she gave me. I kind of tried to tell her, well, I don't know if I have it. That. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just muting myself.
Okay.
I don't interrupt you. That's all. I'm sorry.
I kind of tried to get around it. She was pretty persistent. I ended up sending her, I think, another $20, which I'll be honest with you, up until last week or the week before when all the stuff blew up, didn't even remember that I had given that to her, but whatever. But then she started hitting me up a couple more times. Never trying to think. I don't have my Cash App anymore, so I can't go and look. I feel like maybe there was one other time I got a random Cash App request. Wasn't really cool with that. Let
me interject something real quick with you saying what you just said.
She
sent me screenshots of her Cash Apps, everything she had, but amazingly, those things were redacted from it. So
yeah, I know the very first time that she sent me like an unsolicited Cash App request. It was for $40. I didn't get back with her right away, partially because I do get busy with shit that's important to me,
right?
And partially because I don't want to be somebody's charity. Like I can be very charitable, but at that point, I started kind of feeling like maybe that was going to be taken advantage of. But regardless,
and Robin is saying, I don't know if you've seen this. Robin is saying, I tried to stop her from going to you for me, and
right. And I was going to touch on that, but I wasn't going to bring Robin's name up.
Well, I want to say, since Robin said that, I also have screenshots sent to me. She forced that out of Robin. Like, she kept saying, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. I want to help you. It was almost like she shoved it down Robin's throat. Okay. And I have the screenshots to prove that. So, if that's ever an issue, there it is. So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So she sent me the initial $40 request, just out of the blue. Then at some point she did send me, I don't think she sent me a DM right away. I think she just kind of attached to the request. She was like, can you help me out? Blah, blah, blah. Well, I didn't get back with her right away. So, I got I'm sorry, I shouldn't have bothered you. And then I think it dropped. And then I know there was another time she asked me for like $5. Like, can I borrow $5 until, next Monday or something like that.
It was 2 days. It was the next day. It was Sunday she asked you, and Monday was the next day. So that was why it was like, that doesn't make sense, but okay.
Right. And then coming to the situation that happened a few weeks ago, Robin already said, so I'll go ahead and say her name. Robin was having some issues. This was, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. Robin was having some issues. Well, Kimberly came to me and asked me to if I could send some money. But she was sure to include in that she's being evicted, but I'm not asking for myself. She said that kind of stuff multiple times, to let me know that she was in need too. And I was just kind of over the whole Cash App. Well, at this point, I no longer had a Cash App. I was over the whole Cash Apping money thing. So,
and also real quick, while you're saying that, just so everybody knows this too, that what you just said, the thing where she was going to get money for Robin from you, I thought about that, and I went and looked at the way the screenshots were on the thing, the whole with the conversation and with the Cash App. I personally think, and I could be wrong, so don't take this for whatever I'm saying, but I personally think that she was going to take whatever money was given to her to give to Robin, keep some for herself, and give the rest to Robin. I mean, I don't want to say that's 100% true.
Oh no, I'll say this because I don't lie. So I'll say this. No, I believe she specifically told me that she wanted me to send it directly to Robin. Like she wasn't going to be, it was not going to be a go-between.
Gotcha. All right.
So I'm not going to like throw her under the bus for
No. I was thinking about that and didn't know, but now that you've said that, then absolutely no, that's not true then. Okay.
So during all this, one of my kids was having lunch with me. And, me and him were discussing this, and he wanted to send money. And I told him no. And I think it was 2 days prior to that, I was cleaning out like a junk drawer in the kitchen, and I had found a Visa gift card. And I had asked him about it, and he said that it was something he had got for Christmas. He had used it a couple times. There was something left on it, but he wasn't sure. He checked. It was it was less than $9. So he's like, what about that? He's like, because I'm not going to use this card for a $7 or $8 purchase anyways. So what if I send that? And I told him, okay. So he's never had a Cash App account. So he created a fake Cash App account and sent the money. And then I told Kimberly, this has gotten mixed up too. I told Kimberly, don't even say that it was from me, because I kind of didn't want to get my son involved in that. So I said, don't even say it was me. You could tell her that you sent it, or that that you had a friend of yours send it. I don't care. And she's like, well, I already told her, but I will get back with her and tell her that I lied. And then that was kind of, if I remember correctly, that was kind of the end of that. But then I finally did tell her, this is this didn't even come from me. This came
like Robin is saying in the chat, it was around $9 sent from Zachary was the name.
Yep.
Okay, and that was it. So.
Yep.
And I don't know if you guys see the screen. David said she's been doing this in Slav Mob, Boss Up, etc. Wherever she's been doing this. So.
Yeah. And I know, and again, because I'm not here to trash Kimberly or
right.
At this point, I'm just watch my situation, but I'm not gonna lie on her or anything like that.
Right.
She has said multiple times that she didn't even know the name of the account that sent the money to Robin. I have no reason to say that that's not true. I don't know that I ever gave her that account name that sent the money. I don't know if her and Robin had a discussion about the name of that account. She claims she did not have that account, that Cash App account. So I'll take her at her word on that she didn't. But now, fast forward a couple weeks, I had told my son when he left that day, I said, delete that Cash App.
Right.
He said he would. And then I think it was a couple weeks later, he came to me and he said, I just got a random request on Cash App for $75. And he told me the name that requested it. It was not Robin's account. It was not Kimberly's account. I didn't recognize the account.
But it's ironic that it was the same amount that requested the same amount from you prior to that. You know what I mean?
No, the other time she requested 40.
Okay, I thought you said 75.
No, 75 was this was after my son had sent the money to Robin. But in my mind, it immediately went to the only time I've ever gotten any kind of unsolicited request on Cash App was from Kimberly. So in my mind, I thought that was a possibility.
But you see what Robin just said, though. It's on the screen. She knew it was you. She told Robin that. So, real quick, before we finish this.
That 100% is not true. And I've made that clear multiple times.
Right.
Like that account, that Cash App account, was a fake account that my son made.
Yeah, right.
Because my son is a lot like me. He can be very giving, and he's not. He doesn't know everything that has happened. You know, with requesting money from me multiple
first strikes. So hang on. And again, the reason why we're doing this right now, you guys, this isn't to bash her by any means whatsoever.
Nope.
And I'm not going to ever allow anybody to get on here, call her names, put her down, do this. But what we're doing right now is we're putting the truth out, because Kimberly for a week has been plastering shit all over fucking Twitter, making little videos, doing this, doing that, putting out her truth. We're going to put out the truth, all of us that were involved, and or that way everybody knows, and then I'm done with it. I'm done and it's over. Okay, end of it. So that's why we're doing this, and that's going to be the end of it. So whatever you guys decide to do from there, that's up to you. You know, there's definitely more to it. So I don't want to keep interrupting. I just wanted that to be known before we went any further with it. So go ahead.
Yeah. And I have no reason to lie about. I mean, I would not bring my son into this if he wasn't actually involved in it.
Right.
That was 100%. And Rachel can tell you, and I tell Rachel everything. I told Rachel about it, and I told Rachel exactly what had happened, and I told her exactly where it came from. But so that all happened. He got the random $75 a couple weeks later, and I told him I thought you were going to delete that, and he's like, I forgot, and I'm like, delete it now. So he deleted it. And then all this stuff happened. When was it? Last week?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was last week. What's up, bro?
All this stuff happened last week, where some people started feeling a certain kind of way about things that Kimberly was doing. And I got pulled into it. And she started putting out screenshots and, names. And I think there was a screenshot that had my old Cash App in it.
Mm-hmm.
All that kind. And I specifically told her that you should not be making this shit public, because it's going to be used and twisted. This should all be done privately. And her excuse was that she needed to defend herself, but you can defend yourself to the people making the accusations. You don't have to do it for all on Twitter to see, and you don't put out DMs of people that are only involved, kind of like from a distance. Because at this point,
yeah,
and some things got twisted. I mean, there was
a little bit, but not too bad though. I mean, if you look at it, yeah.
I mean, she made a big deal that it was said that I had sent her $90, and like, no, it was not $90. It was $60. The whole $75 thing. I never did say, and I never will say, that I know 100% that was Kimberly that sent that request. It's just weird. But anyways, I had the conversation. I sent her the DM about not making the shit public. And then we had a few conversations. I mean, she blew up my DMs. I don't remember what was going on at the time, but I wasn't able to respond right away every single time. And she gets a little anxious about that kind of stuff, and it can drive you crazy. I don't, despite what everybody may think, I don't spend 12 to 14 hours on Twitter.
Right.
I'll do whatever I have to do. And then if I've got a few minutes, I'll jump on Twitter and I'll kind of jump back and forth if something's going on. There's times where I don't look at Twitter, but maybe once for an entire day if nothing's going on.
Right.
She had made her account private. She had unfollowed me. She said it was because I had unfollowed her, which is not the case. I did not. My thought was that she soft blocked me. She says she didn't, but whatever. Somehow she unfollowed me and I unfollowed her. And honestly, it's not even that big of a deal. I haven't heard nothing about Kimberly in, I guess, probably the last week. And then today, Isaac put out screenshots of mine and her DM conversations where I was trying to be nice about not sending her a bunch of money. And I basically told her that I was in the process of looking to refinance my house. I was trying to get some credit card debt paid down. And I was only leaving myself $100 a week for gas and food for work, that kind of thing. Most of that was true. I was paying off debt. I paid off two credit cards and my financing for a trip that I took last year. Paid those off. I was trying to refinance my house. I was not leaving myself $100 a week. That I did lie about. But Isaac put out these DM conversations today, and somebody made the comment that, oh, it looks like Popper is a pauper, which I've never claimed that I'm wealthy. I'm not, but my shit is taken care of. If I was if I was hurting for money, I have no problem saying that I'm hurting for money. But again, that's not the truth either.
No.
I mean, I think, Dago, you said Rachel mentioned the other day about us talking about taking a trip this fall or winter. It'd probably be winter.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, that if it's me and her, it's going to cost whatever. If it's going to be me, her, my two kids,
it's going to be you and her, according to her. You and her. She said you and her.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about a $7,000 trip,
or more nowadays.
No, I know. I've already looked at the packages. It's just the dates. Like, we haven't. It's not definitive yet, so I'm not going to spend the money until I know 100% for sure that who's going, when we're going, and then also South Korea is a possibility.
Oh yeah.
And also Japan just lifted a lot of their COVID restrictions back in June. That's a possibility.
And Rachel's a huge fan of South Korea, so that's.
Well, she's been there, so that might not even interest her. And to be honest with you, Japan would probably be more interesting to me than South Korea, and my son as well. But regardless, now Isaac has put this narrative out there that Popper is really a pauper or whatever, and it pissed me off because I told Kimberly not to put that shit out. So I DM'd her and I explained to her, exactly what I said. I told you not to put this shit out there. Now I feel like I have to defend myself.
And the day that I had a very nice, calm, normal conversation with her and explained to her a whole situation very nicely. And I said to her, do not go to Twitter and give fuel to the arsonist. And that's what it is. I said, because it's going to hurt you in the long run. And here we are. So, I said it to her 3 or 4 different times nicely. I need you to take a break. I need you to go work on yourself. I need you to go deal with yourself, your life, your child, and just do your own thing. Okay. And I was very nice about it. I was very helpful with her. And again, here we are. And mind you, just a little insight into this whole situation. 2 weeks prior to this whole thing going down last week, every day in my DMs, everybody here knows that David is a very compassionate, generous person and feels for people when they're truly having problems, when they truly need help, and he has helped people. Okay. So there was an instance that went down where I guess he had helped her a little bit.
Hold on a minute. You're not going to start saying dollar amounts, are you?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I don't know dollar amounts completely. I'm just saying.
Okay.
He helped her a little bit, and she took advantage of that situation. Okay. He did something with his Twitter. Something happened. He was compromised at one point, I was told. And he's in here right now and he can say what's right or wrong. He decided to change his Twitter and she was blocked. And every day for 2 weeks from there on, I heard from her every day, all day long. I'm hurt. I'm this, I'm that. I did nothing. I didn't do this. He's doing this. He's doing that. And I know David. I know how David is. So I just kind of tried to ignore her and basically told her, leave him alone. Okay. Just leave him alone. He's still being nice to her. He was still being very nice to her in the chat saying, hello, Kimberly. How are you, Kimberly? Just, okay, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, David knew situations. He's not a stupid person. He did his research on her in different situations, and other people had talked to him about situations about her with her. Okay. Again, was still being polite and nice with her. Then he goes to find out she had put up a wish list through Amazon. Okay. I didn't know any of this stuff because she's not telling me that side of it. And he hadn't said anything to anybody yet. He let this go for around about 2 weeks. Okay. But she continued to be who she was, continued doing what she was doing, to the point where I think it just got to the point where he was like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I can't deal with this shit anymore, because she was coming into the chat and trying to be, I can't think of the right word, but she's telling everybody in chat, I love you, love you, love you. You're my family. I love you, blah, blah, blah. But him, trying to make him out to be some type of a bad guy when he did nothing wrong. Okay. And I'm telling her in DMs when she's doing this, stop doing that. Don't do that in here, or I'm going to have to ask you to leave, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So that being said, he explains to us about the whole wish list, what she was doing. Like she's putting things on this wish list, and it's listed as toys for her kids and some other things. Somebody buy whatever's on the wish list, and then it would go off the wish list because it was bought, and then the next day it pops back up again. So boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's how that worked out. So then we move on into this. Everybody, that was involved with the situation, she said that Rachel gave her $20. She denied that. Other people had helped her with things. She did admit to that. But these are people that are having problems themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They can't really fucking afford to do this. One person in particular, I'm not saying their name.
Yep, I know that you're talking about.
Yeah, has been through some serious hell recently. And I didn't even know that happened, but she helped her too. So this is like a big slap in the face to a lot of people, okay? So I very nicely just said, hey, there's a lot of people that are uncomfortable with you in the community, and I need you to take a break. That wasn't enough. She had sent me everything she had. She had to prove that she wasn't a scammer, quote unquote. And mind you, yes, we were all warned in the very beginning of the type of person she was, but considering the source, of course, you give everybody a chance to prove themselves and so on and so forth. And here we are. I'm not going to give them that. I'm just saying. So that's why we're doing this. Nobody has been mean to her. Nobody has done anything but trying to help her. Now, mind you, go back a few weeks when she was getting this money, okay? I had a 4-hour conversation in DMs with her where she's, scaring me, saying things that you shouldn't say. And then at one point got to the point where she's like, listen, I feel like I'm going to start eating cat food and I have no food and blah, blah, blah. And I'm meanwhile talking to 3 or 4 other people in the community trying to rally together something to figure out something to help this woman with food because she's got a child in that house. And I felt like absolute horseshit because I couldn't do nothing to help her right off the bat. I finally got to the point, I'm like, listen, can I just send you a pizza? Okay? Give me your address, whatever. I will send you a pizza. We'll get together somehow and do that and get that over to you. Well, then that just stopped right there. I don't feel comfortable giving my address. So this is to me and these people that you say you love. We're not going to hurt you, Kim. We're not going to do anything to you. We're trying to help you. That shut that down. And then the next thing you know, she no longer needed help. And then I seen a comment where she has food stamps.
Well, and also the very next day, I believe it was the very next day, she claimed that there was a wellness check sent to her house. You can't do that without an address. So apparently
Right.
already out there. So what was she being so protective of?
Yeah. And nobody here knows her address. I know she's in Florida. That's it.
And I didn't even know that until that instance. And you told me. I didn't.
Right.
I didn't know anything about where she was at. That's not my business.
So, and again, I wouldn't have wanted to know if she wasn't coming to me like she was. With all this being said and done, I made the decision because it's my channel. I talked to numerous people. We all agreed on something, decided what's the best for the channel, for the community, and for her too, because she needs to help herself. And I'm not going to allow anybody in here to be taken advantage of by her that has the compassion to want to help people. So that's why I did what I did with it. I'm not a horrible person because of it. Okay. I didn't do it out of hatred for her. I didn't do it because I don't like her. I had to get comments from her. Well, everybody just dealt with me. Nobody actually cared about me. Nobody liked me. And that pissed me off because everybody in here was completely extending whatever they can to her to try to help her in her situation. Felt bad for her. She gave us a situation with her mother at one point, saying her mother was dying of dementia and or Alzheimer's and somewhere along that line. Okay. She gave me permission to voice that to people, sent me videos to put out to show people, put those on Twitter as well herself, and was saying she needed to get to her mother. She's in Florida. Her mother's in another state. She couldn't do it. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, what can we do? How many of us in here got together to try to find a way for this woman to get to her mother, who, mind you, I'm not degrading the situation by any means.
Sorry.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I just happened to see that there was notifications in the private chat.
Oh, yeah, I know. But anyway, so I want to say 3, 4, 5 of us in here got together, made phone calls, different places to try to find a way to get her from Florida to where her mother was. And again, mind you, I watched the videos. Yes, her mother's confused, okay? But she's not laying there taking her last breaths. She's not deceased. She has time, okay? I called the bus depot. I called different airlines. Rachel dealt with some stuff that way. Heather made some some calls and put links up and this and that, and none of it was ever touched upon. I made it known to her that I had contacted certain places and they do have compassion rates, okay? And there's something else. I can't think of the word right now, but what do you call that, Popper, when you're like mourning somebody? It's
bereavement.
Bereavement rates. Thank you. Bereavement programs, okay? Now, yes, some of those only go into effect if somebody has passed. Again, if anybody saw the video on Twitter, her mother was sitting up talking, very confused, but still talking, still doing what she's, doing. So she has time to do this and figure things out. And we gave her options. she didn't seem to want to take those options and do anything with it. So, at this point, this is where we're at with it. So, that was towards the end of everything. So, like I said, that's when I made the decision to do what I did. I was no longer going to allow her to try to take advantage of somebody, talk down about somebody that has done nothing but help her. And very nicely, like I said, told her to just take a break. Go work on yourself and your child. And none of that mattered. This seemed to be the only thing that mattered to her, which blows my mind. Okay. And everybody in chat is saying what they've done. And here we are now looking at all this bullshit on Twitter, everything that she's putting out there, again, throwing more fuel on the fire for the arsonist to burn it down. And I was done. That was it. So I'm done. He's done. Whatever else you guys are going to do that was involved is up to you, but I just wanted to let it be known, and that's why I'm having this right here, and that's where we're at with it. And sorry, Pam, for throwing all that at you at one time, but you hadn't been around, and I wanted you to know what happened. So,
hey, real quick, I just want to nobody block Steve Bray.
Yeah, no, okay.
That's my boy.
Okay, is that the one dude?
Oh, me and his wife didn't go way back.
Okay.
Cotter
Wampa was Nomad Angel. Thank me, Kane D. McWilliams. Okay. Even if that is who that is, they've done nothing wrong. So
it's not. Well, you know that I think it's like Minty Retro Games.
Yeah.
That is Steve Bray.
Okay, got you.
Which, yeah, for clarification,
I understand.
we are not old friends.
Understand completely.
But going back to what I was saying, I sent Kimberly a DM today, explaining to her that I told her not to put shit private, or not to make private DMs and conversations with me or anybody else public. She did. Isaac either, I don't know if Isaac got that from when she posted it before, or if she sent that directly to Isaac. Don't know. But now I have to defend myself to Isaac, because I mean, really, what does it matter if I make $500,000 a year, $100,000 a year, or I flip hamburgers at McDonald's for $12 an hour? What does it fucking matter? But I don't know. It's my personality. I feel like I've got to defend myself.
And that's understandable. It is.
And I made it clear that she put me in that position by either sending those DM conversations or making them public in the first place.
When she was asked multiple times not to do that for that reason. And here we are with the same ending to the reason why we said not to do it.
Right. And I let her know that it's not I'm not anybody, on this platform. I'm not anybody's parent. Nobody on here's my kid, and I'm not nobody's sugar daddy other than one person, and I don't have to take care of that person because they can take care of them fucking selves.
Mm-hmm.
And that I'm not responsible for providing for her. So because she put me in that position after I initially told her not to, and it sounds like she continued to do it.
Really?
That I was done. I was washing my hands of it, and I blocked her. As far as anybody in here, like, I mean, I'm not asking anybody to block her. Like I said, I'm just not going to be, people that I don't want to associate with. I'm not going to associate with.
Right.
So, like I said, that means if she wants to come on panel at some point, if that's squash, I will gladly step away.
Not a
That goes
quick
for you as well. This take back scooter, whatever the fuck you want to be called. No, don't want to have a conversation with you. And it's because I'm scared shitless.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, and old Scooter thought he was slick earlier. There was a troll account, I guess, talking with Isaac. And he's like, "Oh, well, Popper joined the party." Is it any secret that Popper does not have a problem saying what he needs to fucking say without sitting behind a troll account?
Never has been. What's up, Lazy?
So, yeah. What's up, Lazy? I seen somebody say, "What's up, Rachel?" but I don't see her in chat.
Yeah, that's what I was just now looking at. I seen that, and I don't see her.
I expect she's in bed.
I would this time. Yeah, I would definitely. I thought you were too, but you know.
Oh no, no.
I forgot the situation you were locked into right now. So I don't know how I could forget. I should know your work schedule as much as you do, but yeah.
I might as well pack up some bags and
I was gonna say you should just take a mattress and little mini fridge and just stay there. So Rachel was in. I don't see where she came in at though.
Yeah, I never seen her in chat whatsoever.
I'm scanning all the way to the top, and I do not see, not even a hey. Don't see her name anywhere. Unless a troll came in, but it would still show up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I can't check because I'm on my phone. I should have brought my laptop.
I still don't see her, guys.
It's sitting down in my car, but
it's not that serious.
Well, it makes it easier if I can,
right?
And I can't. I mean, I guess I probably could get away with installing stuff on my work laptop, but
okay.
Not supposed to use it for anything but work purposes.
Strike said, "What the fuck, Rachel?" And then said that Rachel timed out Nomad. Said she blocked an account, like she must have been watching from the background and
okay,
timed it out. But that I don't think that was Rachel.
That's
another.
If she blocks someone, I mean, in all honesty,
she would say something though. You know what I mean?
Maybe not.
David James is Nomad. Yeah, somebody said no that Nomad is Cotty.
There's who's the other account? There's Nomad, and then there's the other one.
Brandywine.
Yeah. And I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I kind of noticed that those two accounts kind of show up around the same time sometimes. Yeah. I noticed that probably last week.
Mm-hmm. And this account right here, where'd it go? Hold on, let me find him real quick. He's been in and out here a few times. That Kane D. McWilliams says Cotter Wample is Nomad Angel. Thank me later.
No, I didn't see that either.
I've been watching it and I haven't said anything. But if Rachel popped in and did that, then so be it. But I don't understand why she didn't say something.
Yeah, I don't.
Shut up, Rezzy. I swear to God, I'm gonna send the ghost to your house, dude.
I mean, it's only like 10:45 there, so I mean, it's possible.
Yeah,
just in bed and.
Wait, Nomad doesn't have a wrench.
No.
Does he?
Nope.
I didn't think so. Rachel does, yes.
Strike is talking about Rachel.
Okay, yeah, Rachel has a wrench for sure. Yeah, like I said, it could be a rogue mod, which is very possible because there were a couple that I got laxed on that I forgot to, when I blocked him, I forgot to take the wrench away. And I don't think I blocked him, but hey, I got to go in and recheck everything.
I don't think that's the case. I think it was it was probably Rachel.
I'll probably find out tomorrow. No worries.
Like I said, she may be just kind of in bed and just happen to see something in chat and just, I mean, because she's done that. Uh, sometimes when like some weird shit gets posted in chat by her, it's because she goes to sleep and she'll
Yeah.
listen or something like that.
Right. Well, she also has told me though that she watches because she knows that there's been things that like I haven't seen and you haven't seen because we're doing what we're doing right now, talking, and she has done stuff like that for me before. So
Yeah,
who knows? I don't.
I can't see shit, and I can't do anything about it even if I could because I'm on StreamYard and not
Okay, right.
YouTube.
Are you reading Resi with his little sob story bullshit? Pam's like, oh, poor Resi, they go so mean to you. You don't get to watch what he does to us in here, to me especially. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know, Pam. He made me pay for my rent. You know what, you little dick. I sort of.
I'll say this. I mean, I don't always talk in chat when I'm watching.
Right.
Same thing in like Charlie's stream. There's entire streams that Charlie, people pay attention. They may see me block somebody or something like that. But there's streams where I'll be in there for half the stream or 3/4 of the stream, and I won't ever say a word.
Mm. Yep. I've seen that actually happen before. I've seen you block stuff, but I've never seen you say anything. So it's all good. So, it's all in good fun, by the way, Resi. He knows we love him. That's why he does what he does.
So like I said, I mean, to kind of end the Kimberly thing, like I'm not.
Yeah, it's just like I said, we're just done, guys, completely, and I'm not gonna put any more effort into it. I'm not gonna put any more shut up, Strike. I'm not gonna put any more of my time into it. I'm not gonna put any more of your guys' time into it. I'm not gonna sit and talk about it anymore. It's done. It's over. Again, I'm never gonna tell you guys what to do. I'm not, like he said, I'm not anybody's father. I'm not anybody's husband. I'm not anybody's boss. I'm just telling you what I want to do. And he says what he wants to do, and that's how I'm going to leave it. I don't want any links to her anymore because I'm exiting from her drama, and I'm leaving over there, and I'm coming back over here and doing my own thing. So that's all I'm saying about it. And this is it. This is all I was doing, and I was done with it, and I will stay that way. Whatever she wants to put on whatever she does, she can do her own shit. I don't care, but I'm done with it all. So I know I'm a scammer. I make you guys pay for your wrenches. I have yet to receive the money for it, but that's exactly the way I'm putting it, David. She's in the rearview mirror as far away as she can be. That's where I'm at with it. I hate to say that, and I feel really bad in a way because I really did feel bad. I almost maybe it's not that I feel bad. I kind of feel stupid. I'll put it that way, okay? I really did feel bad for her in a lot of ways. And there's a couple other people that I've had full-length conversations with that felt the same exact way and kind of feel shit on. Now, half the community, if not all of it, reached out to her to try to help her in a lot of different ways and felt really bad. And here we are with this now. So that's why I'm done. And I'm out of it all, completely out of it, period.
Yeah, I wish, but
go ahead.
I can't ever seem to stay out of the bullshit.
Well, as I've said before, I try to keep as drama free as I can, but sometimes it just jumps out and slaps you in the fucking face.
Well, my problem is sometimes I can sometimes I can refrain from responding to something, sometimes I can't.
Yeah. It's very hard. I've been there. You can only listen to some things or see certain things, and certain things will flip that switch that you don't think it will eventually. And there you go. Next thing you know, I'm in somebody else's stream saying "fuck you" and "fuck this" and "you're wrong" and blah blah. And then that's next. It's over. So it happens. Oh, here we go.
They're both idiotic, innocent, post-age, old. I mean, yeah, I can't.
You're good, dude. Don't worry about that, Steve.
Oh, Flacco.
Uh-huh.
I'm really trying.
You're gonna learn the hard way, bro. Just so you know, you've been told multiple times nicely. You just don't seem to get it. So,
Well, I've said from the beginning, multiple people have said, Flacco's really an intelligent. No, he's not. Flacco's an idiot.
obviously not. Obviously not. And I've been one to say that he was intelligent, and I thought he was. But you know what? He's proving me wrong every day.
Yeah. I'm really trying not to. A lot of people on this side of the community had issues with what happened to him, a few weeks ago.
He's not supposed to be in here, if I understand right, and he's putting himself in the middle of drama right now. Am I right?
Well, I did see Isaac tweeted a video of the person that drive by his apartment building. I kind of took that as a warning, but I mean, maybe not.
Mm.
But
He's not supposed to be in any kind of drama stream whatsoever, involving himself in any kind of drama, from what I understand. And right now, we're right in the middle of drama. He's making drama in a stream that's in drama.
right.
What's that all about?
I'm trying not. I've told you before that I can go pretty fucking low. I mean,
I already know what you can do, but you haven't done yet. So
I'm really trying not to do that, because I know that it's probably going to upset some people on this side, and it'll make me critical.
but as of right now, you're witnessing it, dude, yourself, and everybody else is. He's asking for it hardcore. He's pushing it and pushing it and fucking pushing it.
Yeah, and it's not the first time. I mean, I believe Isaac said that he begged Isaac to expose him at one time. He was begging Rachel to have Morty expose him Morty or Charlie expose him at one time. And I can say this for a fact. I know he said today something that Morty wanted to expose him. No, she didn't. Because I was in that group chat. Morty said, "Fuck no." She had no interest in doing anything with him.
Well, and my first interaction with him, if you guys remember my first actual panel interaction with him, he pretty much begged me to fight with him on panel. He wanted me to jump up there and fight with him. And I was trying to be nice to the kid. I felt bad for him. I tried to befriend him at that time. That was when this was doing the, "Hey, Dago, can you make sure that nobody makes fun of him and calls him crab boy and all this other shit and blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, yeah, I know. I was trying to do that to begin with. He begged me to fight with him, and I wouldn't do it. He's like, "All right, well, then I guess we're done because you don't want to fight. You don't want to yell and scream at me." I'm like, what the fuck? No, I don't. So there's something not right there, So it is what it is. You guys make your choice and figure it out for yourselves. But
yes, she does, Star. She does still have her Twitter account, unless she's deleted it in the last, I don't know, couple hours, however long it's been since I blocked her and DM'd her. Yeah, I mean, I'll say this: pretty certain that Flacco is not doing this of his own free will. I mean, he is, but he's being used by somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody that no longer has a community.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, I don't care. She can use the fuck out of me. I don't care. I tried, you know. He has said it multiple times because Rachel has told him. I have told him myself. No, I
No.
I have
Definitely
never
not that one, Reggie.
I have never liked Flacco. Um, because
I can attest to
Flacco,
that.
um, because talks he starts too much shit that doesn't need to be. It's one thing if somebody's in here like talking about him to come in and defend himself, but he just comes out of the fucking blue sometimes just to start shit, and he reminds me of KMG. Always
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yep. You're right. He's bored. His life is boring, and he Rachel made a comment one time. She tried to reason with him, okay, and she word for word told me that he thinks that all of this is scripted. That the whole thing is a fucking movie script, okay, or a story. And anybody that's been in any of his streams, he had a debate one time about scripting and storylines and blah 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 and blah blah blah. This is his life, so it is what it is.
Yeah,
Yes, you win, Rezzy.
I tried to fuck. I apologized to him because I felt bad about saying something to him,
We all did.
and until just these last couple days, I mean, I might have said stuff in private, but I didn't publicly ever say anything. I haven't been out here calling him Crab Boy, or I never made fun of like some of the stuff that came out, some of the stuff that's come out recently about him. I've never brought any of that shit up. But the thing was, is I told him as long as he didn't fuck with Rachel, I'd leave him alone.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're at the point we're at now, and he's trying to fuck with Rachel.
What's up, Steve?
And like I'm really trying to hold myself to a standard than some other people, with some of the stuff that they've done. But it's not. I mean, I have pretty much all the same information that Isaac had.
You just did.
I mean, as far as names of people, names of complexes, phone numbers. Mine as well, Brandy. Mine as well.
I just saved her. Don't worry about it, Rezzy.
And kind of just to kind of circle back to Tudor, which I think he left that was typing in a private chat.
I banned him.
This is the thing. I want you to answer this question honestly.
Me or him?
No, you.
Okay.
100% honestly. Have I ever one time asked you to come join in a fight with me to help?
No.
I haven't done that to anybody.
And you asking that question because this was brought up on Twitter. Have I ever one time asked you, hey, come here with me, I need you?
Nope.
Ever. Never. I've never done that with anybody in here, especially not you. Yeah, well, me and you were very close, yes. That's well known through every community. But I've never done anything and said, hey, let's go do this. I need you to go with me. Ever. And you've never done that either. So no.
I've never asked you to come help me fight my battles. I've never asked Rachel. I've never asked Morty.
Nobody.
No, I've never done that. Now, I'm not going to say that there haven't been times where, somebody has seen what what is going on, and they've popped in there. But if you watch any kind of argument that Isaac gets into, or Take Back gets it, like, well, we'll use Take Back. You get into it with Take Back, next thing you know, Isaac is in there,
Billing.
Nikki's in there. Same thing.
Yeah.
I got into it with VSC the other day. And before she's tagging Steve, or who was it? She tagged Nikki.
She tagged everybody, dude.
And then it's me versus the fucking world.
Yep.
And I'm not going to sit here and play victim, because it ain't even like that. But it gets overwhelming when you're getting pulled into 10 different fucking directions because you have 10 people coming at you.
Right.
You have your real life shit going on. That's the shit that gets frustrating. So that is why I'm not going on Take Back's channel. I'm not going to be on a panel with Take Back, because before you know it, your chat, I mean, it'll get you views because your chat will be fucking filled up, or it'll lead to a Twitter battle where it's me versus Take Back versus Cody versus Nikki versus Steve versus Isaac versus all Isaac's. I almost said.
Well, the cow vagina, she made reference on Twitter that I had to have you hold my hand before I would respond to anybody on fucking Twitter. Dan, how often am I fucking on Twitter and know what's going on?
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's been times where there's been a lot of shit going on Twitter that you are completely oblivious to.
Always, because I didn't. Right.
For instance, all the shit that's been going on with Flacco since last night. Did you have any idea that was going on?
No, not until we talked. No.
Right.
I don't fuck with Twitter anymore, you guys. I don't get on Twitter. I don't pay no fucking attention to it at all. I don't care about it anymore. I've told you guys that. Every now and then I'll jump on, see something, it rubs me the wrong way, I'll make a fucking comment and I walk away from it. That's it. I don't care. I use Twitter to announce my live streams. That's all I do with it, really. I don't care. I don't need anybody to hold my fucking hand. Nothing. I don't need any of it.
I just seen a name I haven't seen in a while. And since I'm telling people to, well, I'm not going to say that. But since we're addressing people that have been shady, if that's the real Yosef, I never said a fucking thing to Yosef, and until he tried getting me to give him his phone number or my phone number so we could get into a call together, and I told him no, that we could do a StreamYard call or something like that, and the next thing I know, I'm fucking blocked. So I've got nothing to say to him either.
I never said anything to him. I haven't seen him in I don't know how long, and I was never rude, mean, or nasty to him because he was with Tina. I just imagined that that's why he stopped coming around. So, but I told all of them they were always welcome in here because they were always very, very well respectful and all that other shit. But whatever. And and by the way, Joseph, I don't care what he does. I don't. He's bored again. You know, he's got to do his shock and awe drama bullshit. He's going to go live and he's going to say that Popper's too scared to talk to him. And as I told him, nobody's fucking scared of anything. We just don't want to be fucking bothered with his drama. That's all it is.
What did I hear the other day? Oh, shit. I think it was Faulted. That stream that they did the other night with Faulted and VSC and all them. So I missed like the first probably 2 hours of that. Somebody DM'd me. Somebody DM'd me and asked me, "Are you listening to this?" And I'm like, no. So this was probably about, I want to say like 12 o'clock, 12:30. So I picked up my phone. I opened the stream on my phone and set the screen record and went right back to fucking sleep. I woke up at probably at 3:30 in the morning, and the stream had been over for probably over an hour. So I ended the screen record and went right back to sleep until I had to get up. I mean, that's, but
I did a live stream. I was doing a live stream for the first hour and a half of it, and I was feeling like shit that night. So I shut down, went and got in bed. I looked through YouTube because that's what I watch when I go to bed. I was on my phone and I clicked on the end of it, and Robin was in there in the mod chat, and I'm talking to her. Me and her watched the end of it, applauded it, and was done with it. So
yeah, I tried watching it the next day, but I had I mean, I obviously had to work get up for work this morning. So I got here. I tried watching it, and it seems like every time I started watching it, I would get 10, 15 minutes into it, something would come up, and I'd have to step away for a bit and come back to it. I think it was this morning. I had like 2 hours and 8 minutes recorded of that live stream. It was
right.
just, I think it was this morning or maybe late last night that I finally finished listening to that stream. But Faulted had said something in the text, the text message, something about his asshole twitching or his asshole tingling or something like that.
Oh yeah. I and the thing they were doing, yeah, we saw that.
So yeah, I was just going to say that he can he can do their live stream. He can say that I'm scared. And what I was going to say is, yeah, my asshole is tingling with fear right now.
You're a dick. I almost choked on my drink.
Oh, yeah. And
fuck me.
Boy, let me tell you.
Wow. Do what?
I'm not going to say this openly because I mean I'll let them say it if they hear this and they want to acknowledge it. But I've got so much information on Faulted right now.
Oh yeah.
I know every bit of. I mean, I know everything about him.
Mr. Warner, yes.
Everybody says Faulted was single, but I don't know. There's a family photo that was posted on, I think, June 18th of.
Yep.
But I mean, some of the information I found myself, but some of the beginning information was found by somebody else.
It's not hard to pull information on him.
If it's like I said, it's up to that person whether or not they, when I posted the stuff to
dude's got issues, by the way.
Some people that were associated, like I gave this person credit, but I'm not going to do that openly unless they want to.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying, and like I said, it's not hard to get information on him. He wasn't very good at hiding himself.
Well, I will say this.
My phone was turned down, right?
Because his name is so common. And I did not know a lot about him. There were times where someone would ask me to look. So I would go and start doing my digging and everything, and I would get like 15 minutes into it, and it came. I'll be honest, because for a long time didn't even know where he lived. I mean,
right.
All I knew is I was told that it could be like the New York, Rhode Island, and so. So I didn't know, but I would start looking, and it would get overwhelming. You would do a search or whatever, and you would get 90 plus results, and I would lose interest real quick.
Yeah.
After the stuff that happened yesterday or the day before.
Right.
I was a little bit more motivated.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get around to it because I was dealing with some other stuff.
Right.
But then, like I said, this person found that first piece of information, and all the rest came easy.
It is pretty easy though. It really is. What's up, Austin?
And I'll say this: that information was posted in that information was DM to a porn. And that information was further forwarded to the authorities.
Yeah, right. Yep. Sure was. You can't do stuff like that and expect it to just go away. Oh yeah. I'm watching everything in chat tonight. Don't worry.
Why? What's going on?
I was getting ready to say to the mods, just get ready with your wrenches because they're live over there again. So I'm sure the trolls are going to come flying in here pretty soon. And Tyler said that, of course, the first three that jump into that stream is Jackie and oh shit, where'd it go? Hold on a minute. Jackie, One Tooth, and those two were in there first, and then of course, Daddy's in there too, and so on and so forth. So
Who is One?
Billings.
Oh, okay.
Jackie Coogan. I'm just reading back what they said, but Whitney, Billings, and Isaac are the first three to jump into his streams.
You had it right the first time.
Some people might not have got that reference. That's why I went back and fixed it, but whatever.
So, for anybody that doesn't get the reference, Jackie Coogan is the actor that played Uncle Fester
in the original Addams Family series.
Yes. Like the old black and white.
Yeah. We figured out a while back that that's exactly who she looks like. So.
Yeah, I was talking to Popper Coons the other day, and he's I think he's super excited because his sister, even though him and his sister don't get along, his sister was being replaced.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. Have a great night, Pam. It was great to see you.
His sister's position in the Guest Mob organization was saved by some people being idiots and making shit up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we already knew that, White. Thanks.
Oh, why don't you go on as Snow White?
There you go. Please do. Yep. Resi said, here they come.
Oh, let me think. So let me think of some people.
Pam, sorry. Real quick, I was just going to say, Pam, have a great night, hon. It was great to see you again. Again, if you need anything, you know where we're at, and we will all be praying for you, hon.
My thoughts are, why doesn't Take Back come on your panel, and we'll have
you can't control that.
You and me, and we'll throw Morty on there, and well, Rachel's asleep, but I mean, just for shits and giggles, we'll throw Rachel in there. Who else doesn't like him?
I would. You know who I want to put up with some of them? David. I want to put David up on panel with them and just let him go. I think that would be fucking hilarious. Absolutely, Pam. Have a great night, hon. But, again, yeah, why don't you come on my panel, Buh? Bo. How about that one?
He's going to say, well, I tried to.
No, 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 nope, nope, no. You by yourself on my panel because you can't control it. That's why you won't do it. You've been on here before, but you had to bring your little girlfriend with you. Can't do it by yourself, can you there, bub?
I mean, if Take Back is anywhere, Cottywomple, because Cottywomple's lips haven't left Take Back ass cheek in months.
Well, see, Connie doesn't say nothing though. That's the thing. It's the other one with the mouth of the South. There, she doesn't ever shut her mouth.
Well,
she can't.
She will in chat. Yeah, she doesn't say anything on panel. And I mean, I was saying something to somebody the other day. It might have been you. Oh yeah, it was in your chat either this morning or yesterday or something. Like, he might as well change the name of that channel because
I agree.
So Crypt Keeper Steve is done taking over that channel. Anytime Steve's on panel, Take Back.
Well, then people go there to see Steve. They don't go there to see him. They go to see Steve now. If you watch what's said in chat, they're talking to Steve, and Steve, he runs it, dude. Period.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to go into details about what I know or what I've heard. But I mentioned to you the other day that I've heard the story of why Steve is no longer really, why he's quote unquote retired. I mean, I can't, like I said, I can't tell the story, but I mean, I've heard a couple interesting stories to be honest. I mean, about him, about some other people.
Yeah, I have to. I don't take, how can I say it? I don't take a lot of what I hear to heart anymore. I've learned that, at least, unless it comes out of that person's mouth. But you just kind of have to watch things and pick it up for yourself, I guess you could say. I don't know. Yeah, well, Tyler just made a comment that kind of makes a little bit of sense. And it makes actually a lot of sense if you think about it when you say it. He said Billings has taken over that channel because it's basically now Isaac's third channel. I mean, that makes perfect sense. And if it gets taken down, affect Isaac.
He said, Take Back said, "Hey, Popper, you always want to talk about me. Let's talk." I don't feel like I mentioned Take Back on panel very well.
Come on over here and talk all by yourself if you can handle that. I won't let nobody come at you. I'm not like you guys. I don't do that. I won't let nobody talk over you guys. You guys take turns, whatever you want to do. Come on over here and talk. I know you ain't going to do it, so there's no point in talking about it.
Well, there's one person in particular. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to go into that, but yeah, I won't be a part of him being on. I won't be a part of him being on a panel on any channel. I will not be on a panel with him.
With Take Back or the other person you're talking about?
No, Take Back.
Oh, okay, I got you. Either way, like I said, you can come over here, and you come over here. I'll if Dane can drop down, I'll talk to you. Nobody else is gonna fucking say anything. If you want to talk so bad, come on over and do it. But you're gonna do it by yourself. Ain't nobody else getting up there with you, dude. If you can't handle that, then it don't happen. So sorry.
Yeah, I hate tiptoeing around shit. I don't think.
I know. I already know.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
the panel thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not going to happen.
I mean, ultimately, it's your panel. You can do whatever you want.
Right, but it's not going to happen. That's why I'm saying he's not going to do anything by himself. Not now. Not like the way things are now. You know. And he's got this personal vendetta for me, according to him. So whatever. I even gave him props the other night, you know, because he fucking actually did something right and admitted to the truth and went with the truth and he's still being a shithead. So whatever.
So here's the thing: is the three of them need somebody to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
They're no different. They're no different than Flacco. They're no different than KMG. And they're no different than any of them. They need somebody to talk about to stir up some shit.
And plus, don't forget, just like they like to say about me, you know, they can't do that kind of stuff without asking their leader first. You know, they got to ask Isaac if that's okay if they do that. Just like they say, I have to ask Charlie if I can go on somebody else's panel too. Charlie don't give two fucks what I do.
Although I will say this, even though I will not do it out of respect for somebody else, I really would like to have the opportunity to talk to him and find out, is he really stupid enough to believe the mannequin story?
You know now, you know that that's a complete different story now, right?
No, I haven't heard. What is it now?
No. He's turned that. You know that we were trolling. We knew that wasn't real. That come on now, we was trolling. You know that's how that's going to come out now. But you heard the fucking clip. You heard the fucking clip, Mister. You know, Mr. When, yeah, lazy. When Mr. Lowry was talking about 805, yeah. Anyway, you heard the clip. You heard the tone of his voice when he was talking to Steve about it. You can't fucking change that, dude. You can't lie about that. You believe the story, period.
And Steve sounded pretty excited when he heard that story.
Oh, of course. Of course. By the way, can you guys see it? I got your plant there for you guys to see. It's still there. It's going to be there. It's looking at y'all, too.
Damn. Well, since I wouldn't say running my mouth. I'm just going to point stuff out. I heard something in that clip where Steve said Guest Mob is all about the truth. Guest Mob brings facts. We don't run with stuff that we don't know for a fact. Did they not run with the fact that I was Jackson? Or
100%, yeah.
How long did they run with the fact that I was from Pontiac?
Right.
They're still running with the fact that I work as a fucking mall security guard. And I'll say it again. There's 3 malls within, I mean, at least an hour from me. Maybe, I mean, see, that one's about 45 minutes. That one's about 45 minutes. That one's in the same town that I'm in, but it's closed down. There's literally 2 stores open inside of the place out of an entire mall.
Well, again, if you go back and read like what David said, that the whole community is stupid enough. They probably believe you drive 3 to 4 hours to go to work to be a fucking security guard at the mall.
Jesus Christ. When do I sleep?
Well, I mean, we talked about that.
I work 12, sometimes 13, sometimes 14 hours a day. The other day, I was in the middle of going at it with VSE, and
Mm-hmm.
Isaac and all the rest of them that joined the fun. And I mean, I seen the comment, oh, he's went quiet. I went quiet because I got a phone call and had to come back to work for 2 hours
Right.
after being home for probably about an hour.
Well, I mean, Isaac sleeps, what, 45 minutes a day, so they probably think you do too.
So that being actually, I got home about 6:15 that night. 7:30, I'd say roughly 7:30. I barely got wet. I had just jumped in the shower and my phone was ringing and I got a phone call and jumped out, didn't even finish my shower, got dressed, came back up here, and I got back home probably about 9 o'clock at night. So that is what, an hour and a half. And I was here for an hour.
Right.
So that pretty much knocks out the 2 malls that are 45 minutes away. But even so, call them all.
What they need to do is they need to sit down and have Steve figure out the math on that as far as the hours and the miles and all that and see what they come up with. I'm going to venture to say it's probably going to be yellow.
I mean, even if I drive through, I mean, let's see, 3 hours from where I'm at. I mean, that can't be too many malls.
No.
Maybe 10 at the max.
It's a lot of driving, bro.
Call all 10 of them. Ask for Dan Jackson. Ask for Dan Jackson, the fucking mall cop.
With his own parking space named after him and his souped up Segway. See what happens.
And my gold sticker on the front of my Segway.
Yep. Yep. Morally bankrupt and mentally, David, not to mention.
Well, kind of going back to what I was saying.
Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I got to jump and grab something to drink real quick. Go ahead, Dan. Keep going. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah. Steve said the other night that they always bring the facts. They don't run with stuff unless they've verified it. And I've been multiple people. I've lived in at least, well, I'll say multiple people. They thought I was Jackson. They thought I was Jason Wren there for a short minute. Isaac knew for a fact I was somebody named Javon Montgomery, because he said I did call his phone or his Google Voice number or whatever it was, and he said that's what the number came back to, somewhere down in Mississippi. So he knew. I mean, he didn't. I don't think he necessarily knew that it was me calling, but that's who he said was calling him that day. They thought I was from Pontiac, Michigan. They've thought for months now that I'm mall security. And I think, kind of trying to think back, I think the first person that ever the first person I ever seen say that was fucking White Wolf. You're going to run with information you got from White Wolf? So my point is every time they've come out with some information that they thought was correct, it's always been, oh, we were trolling. We never thought you were Jackson. We were trolling. We never thought you were Jason Wren. We were trolling. They never did address the fact that they nailed me. He's in Pontiac. They never did address that. When if they ever finally figure out how wrong they've been on me being a mall security, that'll be the excuse. We were trolling. Yeah. He even shared a picture, I think. Somebody did. I remember seeing a picture of Javon Montgomery on Twitter. And who gave 1-2 those facts? Now that's kind of my entire point. It's not facts.
There was definitely a picture. I remember that.
Yeah, I can't remember if he shared it, or if somebody like from our group chats. I mean, because we were laughing about it. I mean, Jesus Christ, we sit and joke about the mall security thing. I changed my damn profile to Popper Blart. What the hell it is now?
The mannequin cops.
I've had my profile picture as a freaking mall security on a Segway before.
Right.
I mean, we've been joking on it and laughing about it for months now. And there's
Strike said you get their news from CNN. All right, David.
Sounds like they get most of their shit from Babylon Bee.
Uh-huh.
Knows that, but Babylon Bee is a satirical,
right,
like online magazine.
Have a great night, David. Get some sleep, brother. Talk to you soon.
See you later, David.
It's all a joke. Whatever. Wow.
That's weird.
What's that?
I'm still getting a notification that there's one unread notification in private chat, but I'm not seeing anything.
What's the last thing you see in there?
I see, hey, Popper, you always want to talk about me. Let's talk. See if Popper is man enough to speak before you kick me. You're that scared. Nobody's scared. Oh, that was you. Ask if he will. What's the deal with two ifs?
If he must have been nervous.
Does he type in a stutter?
Maybe he did. I don't know.
If he will speak to me, and then I said, "Let me think about it." Ellipses. Nope.
What I want to know is, why does he want to talk to you so bad?
That's like I said. They need some kind of bullshit to talk about. I mean, they can say what they want about you in your live streams, but you do live stream. I mean, sometimes. I mean, tonight we're basically talking about drama bullshit.
Tonight, yes,
but there's times where you talk about. I mean, Jesus Christ, you were talking about bratwurst this morning.
Right. Whatever my chat decides they want to talk about, that's what we talk about. Sometimes I come in with a standard topic.
Tyler said, Jesus Christ, now they're trying to bring Blaker up to apologize.
Oh, see? My God. No content. And they say that my shit's boring. Very, like I said, 7 out of 10 times, I have a subject that I come in with that we're going to talk about. I fully interact with my chat on purpose. I want it to be what they want to do. So I give them multiple options. Am I wrong, guys, or not? I give you multiple options. I pick which one I think is going to work the most, and I go with it. And sometimes, like this morning, the fucking bratwurst thing, it was because Bronx said, "What's a bratwurst?" And everybody was like, "Wait, what?" I said, no. There's no way she doesn't know what that is. So I pulled it up, showed her bratwurst. We started talking about food, and that's how it went. You know how that shit goes. So, yeah.
Two things. One, Brandy, yes. He did pimp my ride. And secondly, Sammy, I mean, I'll say this. I can be a very, very nice person. I can also be. I mean, there's times if I get like mad enough, there's times where I think along the lines of Isaac of stuff that I can do.
And I have seen it happen.
I try not to do that, and for the most part, I have not. I mean, this has been months ago, but Brent Harmon, for example, I've talked. I called his mother shortly before he got grounded. I'm not going to take credit for that because there was another person that requested that phone number, or I should say those phone numbers, both his and his mother's phone numbers, and I obliged. That person called quite a bit. Got Brent grounded.
A whole lot.
Trying to think of what else I've done.
You know what, Ty? I agree with you. He's really trying to. I don't know. Maybe this is a whole thing. Like, Daddy's going to retire and going to pass it on to little Scoot, or I don't know what the deal is, but you know.
I've had a phone call and email correspondence with somebody from Westmoreland Child Protective Services. Posted the proof of the phone of the phone call online. Posted proof of the email correspondence online, saying that the information was going to be forwarded to another person. I mean, I try not to go down that route. I've definitely made threats to do some things. I just had to prove to Flacco's dumb ass tonight that I had Facebook conversations with Nikki Flaccavelli's ex-husband and his new wife.
Oh yeah.
He said that I was lying about it. Within 30 seconds, I took the screenshot and posted the screenshot showing that I did have DM conversation, or not DM, Facebook Messenger conversations with the both of them. Then he tried to say that it was fake, that it could have been anybody's. No, it was them. Trust me, it was them.
Right.
Is that actually Robin?
Yeah, it's in there, and he did say that.
Who said what? Oh,
go to the mod chat.
Yeah, I can't, because if I do, it's going to kick me out of the StreamYard.
Well, I'm not going to say it out loud.
Yeah, that's fine. I can see it. I can see it later.
He did say that, Robin, in here, but it was before something happened. Listen, I can fix things real fast if I need to. I'm not worried about that. None of it's that serious, so no worries. But thank you, ma'am, for pointing that out to me.
Piss fraud is kissing that 1,000-pound butt right now. Yeah. So, and this is just my theory. Don't know for sure that this is the case, but when back in, when was it? I want to say probably February, maybe late January. I think early February, when Scooter jumped on JP's panel and he got ambushed by Isaac, and he froze and dropped down like a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then shortly after, took his little break. He's stepping away from all the drama. I really think Isaac got something on him at that time. I don't know what, like around that time. I think Isaac maybe found out exactly who he is. Something I don't know. But I think that's why he left when he did. And that's probably why he initially
Ooh, sorry guys.
that's probably why he initially came back and it almost immediately started sucking on them stink balls. Because he kind of
Oh, hold on. Did you see what Sammy just said?
Scooter's friends and fam would be disgusted if they found out what he's been doing. Is that what you were talking about?
Mm-hmm. You get where she's going with that, don't you?
I'll be honest with you. At least
I don't either.
At least one relatives I feel like might not be too disgusted, but yeah, I'm not going to go any further with that.
Right. That's why I said all I said was I don't either. There's yeah, I'm gonna let that go. I'm just gonna let that go. I'm gonna tell you a story later, okay?
Well, I'll say this. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not going to say anything.
You sure now? You sure?
Oh
wait. I'm gonna. What? I know what you're doing. I know what's going on though, because I know what the problem is.
Well, I mean,
it just. I'll tell you a story later. I'll tell the rest of you guys too. But
yeah, like I mean, to be perfectly honest, there's really only one person on Twitter that I tell absolutely everything to. And there's times where people DM me and be like, don't tell anybody else. And I usually tell them, I'm going to tell you up front. I pretty much tell Rachel everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, anything I hear, I tell her. But if I'm told something and told like not to not tell anybody else, it goes no further than Rachel.
Right.
So that's why I said I'm not even gonna speak on it, not even gonna hit around at it.
And I've learned yes, I've made comments and suggestions based on let me see, how can I put it? Like trolls telling me things and getting DM'd from trolls, because again, I'm still new, guys, believe it or not. I've learned now, I don't talk on shit that I'm not sure of anymore. So, I can make a hint to something I think, and I make sure I say, don't quote me on this, because I really don't know. So sometimes it's easier just not to fucking talk about it until you do know.
Like I'm not even trying to be funny right now, but I'm watching, what show is this? It happens to be what's on my TV. Late Night with Seth Meyers. I don't know what he's talking about because I have the TV muted, but they just had a picture. He just had a picture up, and it was a picture of a Subway employee, like Subway restaurant, Subway sandwiches.
Yeah, right.
If somebody told me that was Faulted Wolf, I would 100% believe it, because that's exactly who it looked like.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that's not who Faulted Wolf works for. I mean, I will say that, but I just kind of thought it was funny because that's exactly who it freaking looks like.
Right. this has been an interesting stream to say the least. I'll say that much because, and it's proof positive that this you guys is proof positive from what I've been saying about him when I finally figured out who he was, as in not who he really is, because nobody knows who he really is because he's so good at hiding his identity, but who he is as a person. I said that way on purpose, but go ahead. Anyway, his whole purpose of this is for pure fucking entertainment for himself. Okay? Because he's bored. That's all this is. Shock value. Proof. He's proving that he can get certain reactions out of people, and he's very cocky about it. That's why I ended up not liking him, because of the cocky bullshit. And every time I've had a conversation with him, he tries to say, I'm not being cocky, I'm being real. And yeah, okay, I'm 20 30 years older than you. I'm not stupid enough to know. My kids fucking talk the way you do, so I get it. You know what I mean? So it's whatever. But that's what the entire reason for this. And when he's bored with this, you guys, when he's bored with this whole fucking thing, and I don't care if Mama Cotty thinks that she's special or little sissy Flockavelli thinks she's special. When he's bored and done, he's gone. Bye-bye.
I could, in response to Sam, I could totally see Faulted making a bong out of a foot-long loaf of bread from Subway.
Absolutely. And trying to smoke it with a customer.
I mean, want to talk about criminal history?
Yeah, well, hey. It is what it is. Maybe that's why they were pushed away so quickly. I'm going to put it that way.
I'm kind of curious about a situation. So VSE was kicked out of Guest Mob, kicked out of Boss Up.
Boss Up, yeah.
I will say this: not 100% convinced that that's all factual. I could.
On which side?
Either. I could see it being a troll.
Oh, yeah. I said that the other day. When it first happened, I said that.
As far as
not on Boss Up side, though, I don't think. Well, then again, it could be. Yeah, you're right.
And I haven't seen anything about Faulted. Has anything been put out about Faulted being kicked out of Guest Mob? Because I haven't seen him named.
Nothing that I actually saw.
But I'm curious because, Jersey Devil and they're besties.
Are they still though?
So are they still is he gonna stand by his bestie, or is he gonna stick with Guest Mob?
Mm-hmm.
And from what I heard the other night, the same with Nikki Flockavelli, because I heard, I think it was VSC that said that her and
they
Nikki
were tight,
got very, very close. So
Nikki went there. Yeah, Nikki went and stayed with her for a while. Remember when I had told you that was going to happen?
Yeah, it was like, yeah, and I knew she was going there. So she had gotten into a fight with her stepmom a couple days prior, and
that was live too. That's sad. That was live, but
and I guess that something had been made about her coming and staying with her. And
well, yeah, VSC said, "Girl, you know where I'm at," and Nikki said, "I just might do that." Fucking 2 days later, Guess what? There.
Yeah, so I knew she was going there. I just knew that it would not be a long-term thing. She I knew she wasn't going to try to move in with VSC, and if she did move in with VSC, I know that wouldn't have lasted very long.
Well, she's got a baby, and I mean, that's just fucking common sense shit right there. You know, I'm sure that wouldn't have went over well anyway. So, oh, so well, Sammy said that Floppy steals from the people she stays with. So, I didn't know that. That's news to me. But again, I don't really look for these things to want to know. So, whatever.
Yeah, I've kind of.
Oh, wait a minute. Sammy just said Floppy was in there a few minutes ago, motherfucking her. So I guess that friendship is over. Well, she's got to stay. She's got to stay fresh with Daddy. If you make Daddy mad, then your backup is gone. You know.
Well, I mean, if what has been said is true, this is something else that I was curious about when I heard this, because I've heard VSC say many times of how loyal she is, and how even if she's on different sides, you know, because for a while there, Fulton was still over here and VSC was over there. I've heard her say how she would never. Her loyalty runs deep, I think, is what she says, and she would never. If what Tina was, what little bit that I heard Tina say today, because I only listened to about 10 minutes of it, that was a fucking lie, because it sounds like she was talking shit on everybody, trying to start shit everywhere.
Yeah, I heard that. And Robin, don't worry about that, hon. I'm following along. It's okay. Everybody, if anybody has a question, I'll explain it. She did say, I heard a comment today, I think it was, where she said that, yeah, all she does is talk about her body. Like, so she was, I mean, I don't know, man. She sounded like she was done with her. So who knows? You know, she plays that thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I said the same thing, Sammy. I won't believe it till I believe it.
That's what earlier I said the same thing too. Like, because you haven't seen anything like when was the last thing you've seen her say or do VSC? She's been really quiet.
Well, she was quiet after that live stream that they did the other night, because I finally, because like I said, I recorded the last 2 hours of it, like 2 hours 8 minutes, I think is what it was. It took me until it was either early this morning, or it was like 8-9 o'clock this morning before I finally listened to the entire 2 hours.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, I heard Isaac say something about having we might have to have a quick meet call. So I feel like...
No, he did say that. Yeah, I heard that. And me and Robin were watching it together. So, yeah.
I feel like maybe after that live stream ended, maybe he kind of told her, "Yep, you're done," or maybe he reamed her ass or whatever.
Well, they said this don't look good, and then said that about having to have that meet. So that's what I kind of figured.
I mean, why? What difference? So she put out fake information. Not the first time somebody from guest. I mean, and if we're going to be perfectly honest, it's not the first time that any of these communities have put out fake information. I mean, hell, I did it myself one time. Somebody who I now know was a habitual troll, gave a shot of something that Steve had supposedly put out. I was still fairly...
Oh, yeah.
So I went with it, and somebody that I now have a lot of respect for reached out to me and was like, "Yeah, that's fake. You gotta be careful."
Yeah, I remember that.
But so
well,
it's happened. But I mean, Why make a big so VSC put out fake shit?
Yeah, but this situation, from what, like I said, when me and Robin were watching it together, I think we both came up with the same conclusion. I'm thinking, like, there was a long period of time, like an hour and a half period of time, where they were trying to get these fucking messages read, okay? And it was dead fucking air. And she's over here going, no, don't do it, Falter, don't do it, don't do it. We're not them type of people. Don't do it, bitch, shut up, okay? And he's going, yeah, I'm not comfortable with this, and I'm not going to do this, and I'm just not it's not my business to put that story out, and blah 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 blah. The whole fucking time, you know, based on what it looked like Isaac and Steve were thinking, in this for that matter, they're deleting shit that would have incriminated him in the whole fucking conversation. And then once he was done, then it was okay to say this, that, and everything else. And they had to think of a story to cover that. And then it was too fucking late. That's how I took it.
Okay. And that's how I took it. And that's the excuse that Isaac made at the end of that, towards the end of that stream. My thoughts are different, though. My thoughts are, it had nothing to do with that. Just knowing what I heard Tina say, that how she was like over there giving Isaac information, you know, making up shit about Albert. I don't know whether that's true or not.
Well, right.
Makes me think that maybe they were just making shit up to try to fuck with Kimmy.
Well, somebody came to me a while back and said, watch VS. This is before VSC went to the dark side per se, okay? And said, watch VSC, that she's been stabbing Tina in the back for years per se, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever, I don't care. You know what I mean? So so that was brought to my attention quite a long time ago. And I was just like, well, okay. But, and then somebody from Boss Up came to me and said that Tina knew that VSC was doing stuff like that, and so on and so forth, because she was sucking up to Isaac at one point. How true that is, I don't know. But, excuse me, I'm just saying, like, sources were coming to me saying these things, and I blew it off really because I really didn't care. But, and then all this shit started going down with her, and I'm like, well, maybe. But, you know, she kept professing her love for Tina, and, you know, that's my girl, and we're real life friends, and this bullshit and that bullshit and whatever. But, you know, who fucking knows, dude? You know how they.
I want to touch on two things. Where is it? Well, I'll start with Rezi. Rezi, I have the last 2 hours of that video. I just got to figure out. How I can, because it's uploaded to my channel, but it's an unlisted video, and I'm not giving that link out because I don't want the link. Like, I put the link out, I just I don't want it to like make its rounds and then it end up and then, you know, have them like strike my channel or whatever. So I got to figure out how I could get it to people without giving that link out. I would post it in like the group chat or something like that, but it's a 2-hour video and it's too long to post in there.
Well, don't forget, you guys. Don't forget. I mean, I heard. Okay, she was talking about Rezi when she was over there the other night, saying about how she's gonna need to I need to talk to him and blah 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 and all this other shit. And I'm like, really? Come on. So hey, you know what's true and what's not true. Who knows?
Oh, it was Rezi that said this also, that the Kimmy K pic. That was not Kimmy K. That was a picture that, I mean, I don't know the story behind it. I don't know if Kimmy K pulled that off of a website and posted it.
You can see it on the bottom of the picture.
Yeah, it right in the bottom right hand corner of the picture. It says it was like naughty nurses or some shit like that.
And they knew that too. They just wanted to play along with it to make more drama from it. So
VSC was Resi, and I didn't hear that. I heard about it. It's a very confusing photo, Tyler. Very-
I will say one thing, okay? Dumbass Isaac said it looked like a the same thing we fucking said, that it looked like a fucking hatchet wound, and it really does. You know,
did he steal my shit?
he really said, he didn't say hatchet. He called it some other type of thing, like, but basically the same fucking. I mean, honestly, dude, liking people, not liking people, disliking people, hating people, it doesn't fucking matter. A picture's a fucking picture. If you see that picture, you can't fucking think of much else of anything. So, you're right. Yeah, it was really nothing, Resi, other than I need to talk to him, or he's the only one over there that I can't remember exactly how she said it, but it was something along those lines like that. And it's like, whatever, you know. Do your thing, girly girl. Maybe he's trying to recruit you, or she's trying to recruit you to start. Her and Kimberly are going to start up, you know, the Island of Misfit Toys or some shit, and try to recruit you there.
I mean, I feel bad for VSC. I honestly do. I kind of want to. I don't have a way to contact her, so I can't. I have a suggestion for her that I think would be perfect for her, because somebody told me the other day that KMG is looking for a grandmother figure to join his channel. I think that's perfect for her.
Oh, it's cute. Nice. Fuck. Hold on, guys. I just spit all over my fucking microphone. Okay, sorry. Anyway. I mean, yeah, that would that might actually fit perfect, dude, if you think about it.
Damn, that's a name that just fell off the face of the earth, isn't it? KMG.
Yep. KM who?
Yeah. I mean, I can send it to you if you want, Tyler. I'm an obliging fellow.
Ty, I'm warning you. Listen. Everybody wanted to see this fucking picture, dude. Let me show you something, okay? Let me show you this. I don't know why I keep leaving my camera off. Anyway, let me show you something. I'm going to tell you a real quick story. Popper sent this picture to Rachel. I was in the middle of a stream, okay? And Rachel went and sent this to my DM and said, if I have to see this, or no, if Dan thinks that I need to see this, then everybody needs to fucking see this. I clicked on the picture, or in the DM, and opened it, and the picture opened up. And I'm holding my phone. If you can see me, I'm holding my phone like this, and I'm going. I turned my phone 6 different ways and still don't know what the fuck I was looking at.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. He just said he doesn't want vagina ruined for him in that way the rest of his life. Is it a vagina?
It's
I don't
not.
know.
I don't think it is vagina.
To me, it looks like a woman that's been split with a freaking chainsaw from the bottom up.
Yeah, she was attacked in a dark alley with a fucking sharp weapon, is what it looks like to me. Yeah, I was actually looking up creatures that have hair. Well, hell, guys, this morning we were looking, remember? We were looking at weird foods in Asia, and I'll be damned, Dan. There's a delicacy in Vietnam. It's called sweet and sour cow vagina. And I was like, no, I've seen it all. And dude, I pulled up a picture and I took it right the fuck back down. I think Robin puked on her computer, and I think Strike about threw up on himself, and everybody was like, "Take it down now." And they cooked this shit and prepared this and did this and did that, and I couldn't even look at it. It was like a train wreck at first, but yeah. And it kind of looked familiar. It kind of reminded me of the other picture, and I was like, "Well, then."
I mean, if people
So-
are going to eat cow balls, I guess they might as well eat cow vagina as well.
Well, hey, here and look, that's how it started. Okay, we were talking about like odd foods, right? And I said, does anybody know what lamb fries are? And Brandy, bless her soul, she said, are they lamb flavored French fries or something like that? And I was like, no.
Right.
And I'm looking, right, trying to find a way to describe this to them. And so I find a picture, and there's this guy, I think it was over in like Indonesia, who's making kebabs out of all these fucking exotic type things and lamb fries. And because I had lamb fries, my uncle was all about feeding me crazy bullshit when I was a kid, alligator and all sorts of dumb shit like that. Well, I had lamb fries before. They're sheep balls, is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't taste bad. They really don't. But there's like a texture issue because there's a membrane in it, and it's like, yeah, no. So anyway,
It was
I was so
Tyler. She was sending it defaulted.
yeah. So I was showing him that, and then all these other like brains came up and cow stomach and then I just had big dark black bold letters. I can't even say it. Sweet and sour cow vagina, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I had to click on it, dude. I did, and I regretted it immediately. So, and the way that they're preparing this fucking thing, I mean, these women were, you know how you prepare foods, and they do, you know, they're shaving this fucking. I mean, it was a big bulbous fucking organ pulled out of the cow, obviously. And it was like gray colored and shit like that. So they're shaving and scrubbing and scraping this thing. And then she's sticking her fingers inside the fucking thing and stuffing it with like some kind of fruit or some shit. I'm like, oh my God. And I was done after that one. But yeah, like Robin was fucking grossed out. Strike was grossed out. Everybody was pretty sick. And I'm like, yeah, we're not going to move on with that one. But I had to look at it because I've never seen anything like that in my life. Like how I know they eat crazy shit, but that's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I guess it would probably be a visual thing too. I mean, obviously, if I went to a restaurant and ordered sweet and sour cow vagina, it's going to come cooked. If I seen it raw,
Yeah.
completely different story.
Robin said I felt violated.
Depending on what it looks like cooked.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. I mean,
dude, there's no depending on nothing. I'm shutting it down right there. You're done. It's no.
If I had my option to eat sweet and sour cow vagina or bull balls,
I would eat bull balls.
oh, I don't know about that.
They would have, of course, they would have to be drained and all that other bullshit. But I'm just saying, I've seen bull ball. This thing was fucking gross, dude. Just to look at.
Like even cooked?
Yeah, cooked. All they did when they cooked it was they kind of like boiled it.
Oh,
and then they.
Nope, never.
Yeah,
mind.
they boiled it and it turned white instead of gray because it was gray when they started. It turned white. Now, they scraped everything off, the skin and the hairs and all that bullshit, and cleaned it up, and it looked all nice and clean and all that. They boiled the fucker, and then they put it on some kind of a like a fire type grill over. It's something they made overseas. And they cooked it, and it had sweet and sour sauce on it, and some little decorative things, and they went to town. I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Oh, I mean, I thought we were talking about like some deep fried sweet and sour cow vagina.
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
I guess if I was if I was in Vietnam and like it was on the, it was on the menu, I wouldn't seek it out. That's for sure. But
And that's what I said. I said, but, and here's the thing.
It would have to be deep fried though. Yeah,
If you don't know any different, like, we've all grown up eating hot dogs and hamburgers and macaroni and cheese and eggs and bacon because that's what we know. But if you don't know what you're eating is fucked up, it's whatever. You just fucking eat it. It's a regular. That's how you are. You're raised that way. You don't know. But he was making a whole thing, dude. He shish kebabbed. He didn't shish kebab that. He shish kebabbed the lamb, the sheep balls with tongue, and there was something else he did. Kidneys. Okay, he cut up kidneys and did that. Excuse me. And shish kebab skewered them.
Got a freaking time bomb at your house?
It's whatever's on the TV.
Oh, okay.
I hear it now. I wasn't even paying attention.
Somebody's trying to fucking blow you up.
Yeah, Dark Man is on the TV in the background, and I haven't seen this movie in like fucking decades. Yeah, there's the bomb getting ready to go off. But can I get a large deep fried cow vagina? Holy gravy! Shut up, Reggie. Please shut up. You wouldn't see that, dude, if you'd have seen this thing.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm sure that'll be clipped in. Oh, Popper likes deep fried cow vagina. I don't.
Oh, we're all gonna get hit with that one. You know that.
I mean, I was talking out of my ass because I have a thing. I mean, the only time I ever had buffalo, I had a buffalo burger.
Yeah.
In Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to stomach it, just because it's not. Yeah, I when it comes to stuff that I'm not used to, I have a little bit of I wouldn't say I have a weak stomach. It's just, I mean, I don't care how good like buffalo tasted or anything like that. It was being able to get past knowing what it was. I had the same issue with venison for a long time. I mean, I can eat venison now.
Yeah.
And actually, there's a lot of like that game meat and stuff like that I would, Rachel said she's got a whole freezer full of bear meat. I would like to try that.
Well, and that's what I said to everybody this morning. I said, we only react the way we do because it's a mental process, because we know what it is that we're eating, and it's going to cause us to say, ew, I can't do that. But if you have no clue what you're putting in your mouth and you don't visualize, with a lot of people, that's what they do. They visualize the animal that they're eating, and it just doesn't happen. So if you don't have a clue what you're eating, because I physically watched my wife one time. I made spaghetti, and I made like a meat sauce, and I used ground venison as the meat for the meat sauce, right? Made it just like I made spaghetti for years. It just had ground venison instead of ground beef in it, and she ate it. I did it on purpose just to prove a point. The kids ate it. Everybody loved it like they always do. Had seconds and thirds of it, She ate it. She liked it. Everything. And she said it was actually different, but it was good. And I'm like, okay. Afterwards, I came out and I said, all right, guys. I said, I'm glad you guys all enjoyed dinner. Yeah, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I said, good. I said, I did something a little different with it. And what's that? And I said, she goes, you put something in the sauce. It's different, didn't you? I tasted it. And I said, yeah, kind of. I said, the venison, the ground venison I had in the freezer? She said, yeah. I said, that's what was in there. There was no hamburger in it. And she looked like she was going to puke immediately. And I said, now, there's my point right there. I said, you ate that and enjoyed it. And all of the kids, and the kids didn't. They were like, it was good. I don't care. I wanted to eat, And she won't do it because it's a mental thing with her. And she told me that. I said, I proved it to you. You can't deny it now. And it's a fact. So.
I mean, I've had the same thing. My grandmother was she was from the South. Very, very, very good cook. Up, without getting into too much detail, I mean, they had a very like structured. Their meals were very structured.
Yeah.
Mondays was this, Tuesdays was this, Wednesdays was this.
That's yeah. I've been through that too.
And there was a meal, a weekly meal that my grandma made. I grew up right down the road from her, so I was pretty much down there, pretty much every night for dinner.
Mhm.
There was a meal that my grandma made weekly that I ate weekly, loved it weekly. And then at a certain point, when I was probably, I mean, I guess probably 9, 10, something like that, I found out that it was liver, and I never touched it again.
Right.
Which anybody that doesn't know, liver smells pretty damn good when it's cooking.
Yeah.
But I will not eat it. Well, I
It's
will not eat it. I mean, at this point, I'm older. For a lot of years, I wouldn't eat it. I probably would.
You liked it when you were a kid?
Huh?
You liked it when you were a kid?
Yes.
How, like this, it does smell good cooking if it's being cooked right. How did you get past the taste and texture of it when you were a kid, especially being a child?
I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. I don't remember what the taste was like, and I don't remember the texture of it. I just remember my grandpa cooked it every week, and I mean, my grandpa was from the South too. He liked all that weird shit. He used to eat head cheese and stuff like that. That's one thing I would never touch.
I've had that. It's like scrambled eggs.
No.
Beef brains.
No.
Beef brains they're not bad.
And I remember, was it beef brains or was it pig brains?
There's beef brains and there's pig brains. They're both considered head cheese, but one of them, beef brains, if you can, like I said, it looks like a darker scrambled eggs, and it really doesn't have that bad of a taste. Now, pig brains is a little bit different, and it's based on how you make it. You could make it different ways too, but it just, I had a plate put in front of me when I was like 10 years old, and I thought they were scrambled eggs. I started eating it. I noticed that, yes, it was a little different, but who cares? I'm eating it and I'm done with it. And then I find out later that it was cow brain. So it's like, okay, and again, it goes right to your fucking head. Like, wait a minute, I just ate something's brain.
Yeah, I just remember going to the store with my grandma and seeing jars of
head cheese. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right, Brady. Sorry, go ahead.
My other grandpa, well, the other was my grandpa and my step grandma. Every Thanksgiving, Christmas, we would make our rounds. We would do our thing at home. We would go to my grandma's right down the road, and then we would go to my grandpa's and his wife, my grandma. And every year she was not a good cook, but you don't go for Thanksgiving dinner and not eat it.
Oh yeah, no.
You don't do that. I ate her, was it stuffing or dressing? I don't remember which. And I remember eating it, and there was always like bits of
chicken liver.
I'm like, it was like bits of like meat in her, and I ate it every year. And then I finally found out what it was.
I know what you're gonna say.
It was the what do they call it? The shit that comes inside of the turkey.
The heart, the kidneys, the liver, the innards, the gizzards. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that. Once I found that out, I never ate dressing or stuffing, whichever it was. Never ate the shit at her house again.
See, I like that. I think it's good. My wife won't eat it, but I like it. It's hard to, it's a mental thing. If you visualize what you're eating before you eat it, just like I've had kidneys, those are good. But any kind of, and chicken livers are good too. Beef liver, calf liver, I don't give a fuck what it is. It's fucking, the texture is gross. And I was going to say that fried liver and onions, it smells amazing. when it's cooking. The texture when you put it in your mouth, it reminds me of like chew, from what I remember, because it's been forever since I've had any. It reminds me of like leathery styrofoam when you're trying to chew it, and the taste is so fucking. It's like a dry. I don't care. You could put gravy, whatever, butter, ketchup, anything you want on it. It still has a very dry, foamy, like Starbucks foamy taste to it, and it's gross. So,
Hey, how long you plan on being live?
Oh shit, it's 1:30. I'm probably gonna be shutting down here pretty quick. I didn't realize how late it was. Wow, what do you got going on?
Well, I've gotta do something here in the next 20 minutes, and then I was gonna run down to my car to get my laptop. But if
Yeah,
you
I think I'm gonna be shutting down because I've been going for almost 6 hours, or almost 6 hours, almost 3 hours. Sorry, and it's like 1:30, so I gotta get to bed. But I'll probably go for another 15 minutes and I'll be done. I'll be up in the morning though, guys, just so you know. But yeah, liver, I just can't do it, dude. Chicken livers are good as fuck, though. I'll tell you that much. They really are. If they're cooked right, you know, they have a good flavor. The texture's not bad, and it is good. But the gizzards that you're talking about, the innards from a turkey or whatever, or chickens, they're good, you know, in stuffing. I like that. But knowing what it is, it ruins it. So
right.
now I'll tell you something. I can't fucking stomach it. I can't stand the smell of it. I can't stand the preparation of it. I can't deal with any way, shape, or form.
Oh, exactly.
I had a friend of mine that that their family was from the South. A kid I grew up with, and I would go over there a lot and have different dinners and stuff like that, and tried new things here and there. And I tried a lot of this stuff. Well, I go over there one day, and I got to within 35 feet of the back door. And I froze, and I'm like, what in the fuck is that smell? I'm just standing there like, am I going in the house? Did somebody shit on the back porch? What the fuck is going on? And it was like fall, I want to say, and the windows of the house were open and shit, and it's just flowing out of the fucking kitchen. You hear them all laughing, and so I go to the back door, and I'm holding my breath, and I was like, hey, come on in, Joe, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And I walk in the back door, walk into the kitchen, and I'm standing there holding my breath, literally. And I guess I had this look on my face, and his dad was like, what's wrong with you, boy? Nothing. Because I was always taught, you don't be rude. If you can't say nothing nice, don't say it at all. You just keep it to yourself, blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't going to disrespect somebody else's home. And he was like, come on, boy, what's wrong with you? What's going on? What's up? What? And I said, I couldn't know. I was like, what is that smell? And they busted out laughing their asses off. And there's his mother was at the sink, and she's cleaning this, and they were making chitlins. Okay.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh my God. No fuck away. And of course I was invited to dinner and blah, blah, blah. And I was trying not to be rude. They were tearing this shit up. He's like, come on, boy, just try it. Just try it one time. Try it. I'm telling you, you're going to like it. No. I could not. The texture alone, minus the taste. Well, then I was talking to him, you know, that after dinner and stuff like that. I said, what the fuck was that? And I didn't know at that time because I was like 12 years old. And he was like, it's chitlins. And I said, what is chitlin? I didn't know what chitlins were. And they're intestines, and they clean the inside with whatever shit's in there. They clean it. I mean, it was bad. It was so bad. And I'm like, no fucking way. You couldn't pay me to eat that to save my life.
Hey, I gotta jump off. I gotta make a phone call real quick.
Yep. Do your thing. Good having you up here.
I might be
again
here in just a minute.
Okay. Yeah, chitlins do not smell good when they're cooking at all, guys. They're so gross. The smell was bad. I mean, it was like, it reminded me of like, you ever go to a campground in the middle of summer when it's super fucking hot, and you go into like one of the bathrooms in there, that hot shitty smell? That's what it reminded me of. It was kind of gross. I mean, that's the only way I can think of to describe it. But you know, I wasn't going to be disrespectful. I'm sure that there's other things that have been that stink that are cooking, you know, that I've made that people don't think is good, but that was probably one of the worst things. They do stink. But I was told that if they're prepared correctly, that they are good. I can't get past the texture on them either. So probably, Tyler, I agree. Yeah, it definitely smells broken. There's no lie. Oh, absolutely, Brandy. That's good shit. Excuse me. Fatback is the shit. All right, Star. Thanks for being here, hon. I appreciate you once again. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. I'll see you as soon as I see you. You have a great rest of your night. And if I don't see you in the morning, have a great day tomorrow. Thanks for being here once again. Again, guys, if you're enjoying the stream and have enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Of course, if you can, feel free to please donate to support the channel, of course. Yeah, chitlins are not good, guys. I don't like. I've had some weird things that I don't care for. You know, I've eaten a lot of weird shit in my life, but I don't like those. I hate liver with a passion. Literally fucking with a passion. I do not like pig's feet. I've tried that. I don't like the texture of that either. There isn't much. Like I said earlier today, I don't like okra. My wife makes it constantly, and I just can't do it. I can't handle the texture of that either. But really, there's not much that I've tried that I don't care for. I want to try something new here down the road from where I live. They sell fresh eggs, like chicken eggs, and I guess they're now selling duck eggs. And a friend of mine that lives on the road that I live on said he tried one. And I guess duck eggs, he said, are really good. So I'm going to try that here coming up soon. That's what I'm talking about, Tyler, is fried okra. My wife loves it. Like, she eats it like popcorn when she makes it. She loves it. I can't do it. Oh, hell yeah, Ty. Calamari is the shit. I love calamari. Calamari with peppers and greens. That is so fucking good. That's one of the main meals that we used to eat on Christmas all the time, every year. Yeah, I guess from what he told me, they're just like regular chicken eggs. They're just a little bit bigger and a little richer, you know, but they're not too bad. And you can scramble it. He had them scrambled. I want to try it because I like, when I make eggs, I like them over easy with, the dippy thing and all that. He said, I don't know if I would recommend doing that because the yolk is a lot bigger and it's a lot darker and richer. He goes, I don't know if I'd recommend that, but you can try it if you like it like that. So I'm going to try it both ways, I think. I'm going to get a couple of them. I'm going to go down here and get a dozen because I guess the chicken eggs are really big. And right now, if you go to a grocery store around here and you get like an 18-pack of eggs, it's like $6.50 for 18. Like, fuck you, an 18-pack of eggs. No way. Down the road here, they're selling them for $1.50 a dozen. And I think the duck eggs you can get, they're selling them by half dozens. You get 6 for $1, I think it is. So I'll figure I'll try it. 45 minutes from the Louisiana border. I go, oh yeah, dude. Oh my God. I'm jealous of that shit. Louisiana's got some good food. For sure. Chicken, yeah. So what all they say to you over there, Rezzy? They recruiting you? You're gonna be the fourth stooge over there? You like Cajun too, Ty? You don't like eggs at all, Brandy? Shreveport and Bossier is 40. Okay. That was a big day today. That's a damn big gator. You gotta toot them. Toot them in the head. Toot that gator in the head. Toot them. Yeah, I like eggs. I mean, I don't eat them. I can't eat them every day because I start to get tired of them. But, you know, maybe once or twice a week. I don't mind it. I like to make sandwiches with them, too. Scrambled eggs. A little bit of mayonnaise on some bread. Toasted, you know, good shit. Or over easy. Same way. All that times casinos and water. Yep. Laysville. Damn. Well, I forget you're military. You've been all over the place, Brandy. Yep. I like what's that shit called? Like oh damn, gumbo and just that type of stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah. The recruiting process. So be it. If that's his choice. Okay. What you gonna do about it? You know, I have to find somebody new to find my goats for me. Yeah, it's all good. Well, y'all, I think I'm gonna hit the hay. The Dago is done go. I'm tired as shit. I mean, go for it, Ty. I doubt that you'll get a word in edgewise because she'll never shut up. But, you know, if you could get her not to talk, go for it. But yeah, I just don't ever see that happening. So, but yeah, I think for those of you guys that are up in the mornings, I'll have my normal morning stream tomorrow. I want to go over some things. I won't be late like I was today. Exactly. Jack Russell Yapper. Where are we at? Let's see something here. But I'm a little bit lost, buddy, by what you meant by that. So, oh, you mean when I put up on the screen? I don't care, dude. Don't worry about that. I ain't worried about that at all, Bo. You're good. You Don't worry about that, dude. Not by any means. I just thought it was funny. I was lost for a minute, but whatever. Yeah, don't worry about that, brother. You're good. I ain't worried about it at all. No worries whatsoever. All right, y'all. Strike, Resi, Robin, Brandy, Heather, whoever's still here, not sleeping. Thank you guys once again. Love you guys to death, of course. Love y'all forever. Of course. Again, I could care less, but it is what it is. But Miss Cece, you have a great night, hon. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Strike, Brandy, Heather, Tyler, always a pleasure, guys. But I got broken, as always, again. And anybody I may have left out, Miss Star, she's gone. Mr. Popper, sir, thank you for being on panel tonight. It was a very, very interesting stream, and I think we got a lot of things out that we needed to. Like I said, the Kimberly situation, it was great to have Pam in here. Pam, if you're still listening by any means, thank you so much for being here tonight, hon. I was really actually worried about you a lot. I just mentioned that this morning, so thank you for jumping in. Let me know you're okay. You guys have a great rest of your night. Get some sleep. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.